everybody. 1 second. We're on a little earlier than normal for a special announcement. Get my peeps on. In case anybody didn't know the drill the first time, I mentioned it in a couple of the times that I posted about tonight's live. We are on a little bit earlier than the normal 8 p.m. time frame. We will have the normal live at 8, as usual, with a fantastic guest. Love her so much. I can't wait. I'm not going to tell, I mean, you obviously know who she is because, you know, the post, but it's Miss Lois. I'm really excited about that one. But up until then, we do have a special announcement from one of our avid listeners and an advocate for the breed. So let me add him real quick. And then the guys, I think, are in. Okay, Jonathan, it says it should be adding you. There he is.
What's going on?
What it do?
What's up?
Oh, nothing. We're just having you on. So I hear you have something big happening this weekend.
Yeah, it's the 3rd annual Cashing Out Bully Throwdown. 2nd year in a row. It's sold out. It sold out earlier this morning. It's a really big show. It's been the biggest XL show in the world the past 2 years in the world, 2 years in a row. It's gonna have a lot of hardware. There's 4 BRC sanctioned shows, an XL fun show, a small dog fun show, and an all kids only fun show. All really big trophies, all family friendly environment. Come out, have a good time. Plenty of opportunity to network and grow your program.
I dig it. And this is the 3.0, right?
Yes.
Love it. I'm tagging it for anybody that, you know, doesn't have the actual event link. I just posted it in the comments.
I appreciate it.
Oh, no, absolutely. So I know that quite a few of you guys and quite a few people that I know were able to make it out there last year. And man, you had a good show out last year. So I'm looking forward to seeing who else. I unfortunately I can't be there. There's a family birthday that I cannot miss. So
I understand.
but I'm super excited to see all who's going to be able to come out, come out there, show out, and because you've got a lot of hardware. You got a lot of hardware there, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Not only it's badass that Caleb's going to be there with Grand Champion Genesis, but also I think the number 2 dog in ABKC and the number 1 dog in BRC is going to be there also.
I think I heard that right too.
I think they're going to be there also, and I don't know their exact name, but some of my staff was telling me about it.
Awesome. That is definitely something to be very proud of, for sure.
I just hope everyone comes out, has a good time. Like it was really stressful this year putting the show together with the venue, but it was just something new. They never had a dog show before, so it was a lot of explaining and there's a lot of stress. But I hope everyone that does come out enjoys themselves and takes it all in and really has a good time.
Oh, absolutely. And I mean, there were a lot of fun videos and posts and pictures and whatnot from last year. So I assume the same's going to follow into this year, just obviously hopefully more because I want to see all the dogs,
Yeah, exactly.
I pick up my phone looking for lives and stuff. So rude.
Yep. It's going to be a lot of cool ones, especially from the BRC rings also because you have the bleachers. So you're going to be able to get like different angles and stuff like that too of the show as it's going on in both the rings.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I think that's going to be amazing. I'm excited because like when you started posting updates on the venue, I was, that's a big building. I was like,
Yeah,
oh,
the venue was really expensive. It went from 7,600 to 13,500.
woo! Oh,
Yeah,
mm,
for one day. Yeah,
mercy.
yeah, that's just the venue.
Y'all
So
better
freaking,
show up.
I had to make some cuts on the staff early. Whenever that happened, I didn't want to, but
Yeah.
freaking, I had to put the money freaking where the venue needed to be. It was 2 months before the show, and freaking, I had to do what I had to do.
Why'd it go
But
up?
made it happen. Because of freaking what's it called? Their added staff, their ushers, their 3 police officers, their 3 security, their how many dollars per hour they're not getting paid.
Dang.
All this extra stuff, bro.
Yeah.
All this extra stuff.
Man, we're looking forward to it. We're coming. And
Yep.
thank you for putting it on, man.
Not a problem.
Yes.
It's
Hopefully we'll be on Friday.
it's
Yeah.
so this is going to be a little bit different than some of the other shows that I've seen in the past. How many rings you got?
4.
It's 4, everybody. You counted them. 4.
Yep, 4.
Yeah,
It'll be easy.
that booth layout is wicked.
It should be really easy. The thing of it is the booth layout looks really crowded, right? But it's really not. There's actually going to be a lot of crate space around the rings. I'm just not telling people that until they actually get there.
Oh, well.
Yeah, like it looks like it's crowded, but it's like it's one of those mind tricks that I'm playing on people. The 2 rings are actually 100-foot long. So if you look on one side, there's only 6 red booths. So you're going to have roughly around about after that, like 20 feet of space where there's crate room in the middle between the 2 rings. So the VIPs and the ring size still get direct vision of the rings.
Yeah.
But also there's room for crate spacers, but also in between the 2 parts of the venue, there's like long pathways of like hallway. I'm going to put fans down there too, and there can be crate spaced on both sides of that as well. So it's easier to grab dogs from one side of the venue to the other.
It's nice. Adam is asking, what kind of food you got going on there this time?
Okay, what's it called? I want to apologize. Like, I really love my food vendors. Let's make it very clear. I love my food vendors. But the thing of it is, in Houston, Harris County, you have to have like a certain amount of time, like before you can pull permits. And they didn't tell me about these permits till after I handed them the check, almost 32 days before the show. And I had to get Harris County medallion food permit people. So I had to, on the quick note, I found them. But it's one of them's called Clutch City Cluckers. It's like a hot chicken sandwich with like, it's like a soul food chicken sandwich place. It's like spicy chicken, regular mild chicken, like popcorn chicken, like curly fries, freaking loaded fries, stuff like that. Then you got Cow Burger, who's like a burger food truck, and you got 2 different style, one really authentic and one their own stylish custom taquiras for tacos, and different styles of Mexican food.
Oh, you're speaking my language.
Yep. Food's my love language too.
That's amazing.
Yep.
Dang.
But what's it called? I just wanted to say honestly to everyone, like, there's a lot of stuff that goes on behind the doors of like trying to get these venues booked, the insurance, all the extra BS that goes on. I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, I wouldn't do this without y'all's support, and I appreciate every single one of y'all. Because a lot of times, like with the extra BS, sometimes that they're requiring for some of these venues, a lot of show hosts can kind of relate to what I'm talking about. It's just like, are you serious? Like, I have to get a certificate for this? And it's just the most nonsense of things. But it's just, things that we're having to get through. But everything's checked out. Everything's good. But I'm for real, for the ones that support me, I wouldn't do this if it wasn't for y'all, and I truly appreciate every single one of y'all.
Oh, we definitely appreciate what you do for the community, especially, having, the events that you have, the words that you use, when you're addressing, the community. It's definitely good to have that kind of power, behind the breed. So we
Yeah,
appreciate it.
indubitably, without a doubt.
But just again, for people just joining on in the comments, I added the link to the cashing out event. It should be like in the earlier part of the comments, like when I first started. So that way you can get a direct link. Otherwise, we've been sharing it as well. So you can always go to any one of our pages.
Can y'all do me one more favor? Whenever y'all post about the show, if you don't mind, put at the top of the post, get there early. The reason I'm saying that is because we have 7 shows in that one day. I'm a really nice guy, but it took a lot of BS in my life to become this humble and nice. But I have to be very direct with people. You need to get there very early because we're starting the shows at noon. We're starting the shows in rings 1 and 2 with the BRC. The junior handlers, ring 1. After the junior handlers are done, they go to ring 2. Then they go to the ring 3 of the XL Fun show. Then they go to their own junior handler show in ring 4. We need to get all these things going in like a well lubricated machine so it goes smoothly.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone gets their registration done, pays attention. We're only going to call your name 3 times. If not, we're going to appreciate the donation. I hate to sound that way, but it's the truth.
Right.
If you're going to be paying attention, you're going to be entering all these classes. Because the microphone is going to work on both ends of the venue. So the people in the fun show are going to hear what class is going to be in the BRC ring, and the BRC is going to hear what class is in the fun show rings. My DJ is bringing huge speakers that are clear, very crisp and clear throughout the entire venue. I need y'all to pay attention because there's a lot of hardware too. If you're having handlers, make sure you're getting the right handlers. If you're needing a handler, I have handlers that are on standby waiting to help people with, showing of different classes. I just want everyone to, there's a lot going on, but if you pay attention, you're going to have a great time. You're going to have a great opportunity to win lots of hardware, different titles, and you're going to go home at the end of the night. You're going to be tired, and you're going to wake up the next morning. You're going to be like, damn, that was one hell of a time, and I'm glad I went. But just please get there early. That's all I ask.
All right. Well, you heard it here first, guys. So again, show up early. Big time, massive show.
Doors open at 7 a.m.
So get there at 7.
7 or 8.
Seriously, or before, if not sooner. So again, links in the comments. Try your best to get there ASAP, earliest you can get there. That way everything goes swimmingly into the schedule. Because again, 4 rings, 7 shows. Everything needs to kind of go according to plan. Keep your ears open.
Yep.
Listen to your classes, everybody. Be on time.
Yep.
All right, Jonathan. Well, thank you. We'll continue to keep everybody abreast of the situation throughout the week with all the posts and everything. So every single time you post something, we'll definitely do our best as soon as we see it to go ahead and share it. And
I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
You bet. Well, all right, dude. You have a great rest of your night, man.
Y'all have a great one too. Thank you for having me on, and have a good one.
Absolutely. Anytime, sir.
All right. Later, y'all.
Night, man.
Later.
What's up, guys?
Hey.
Man, I didn't know we were supposed to be on at 7:45. You must have put that at the last minute.
I actually did. So yesterday I had posted that I was going to get on earlier. I just didn't know whether or not you'd seen it. I posted it yesterday and then again today.
I showed it.
All right, Lois, let's see if I can get you on here, sweetheart. Oh, there you are. Boop. What's up here?
What's up?
What the
What's happening?
tonight? I feel so underdressed.
Hey,
Hey,
How you
I'll wake up
doing?
like this. No.
it's got some mood lighting in there. Good. Woo-hoo.
Oh yeah, I gotta set the tone. Gotta set the tone. How is everybody?
Not
Okay.
bad. Not bad. I'm in not mood lighting. It's worth
Yeah.
recording it now. All of a sudden, thing.
Oh, what put the whole strobe lights on for you guys? This has been a little too much.
The glow sticks in the base.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
More
Oh
glitter, man.
shit.
More glitter. More glitter.
Yes. What's up, Bonnie?
I am super excited about tonight. I can't believe it's taken this long to orchestrate you getting on here. You're always super busy. You've got 1.5 million things going on, so I really appreciate you, taking some time to sit down with us and talk about not just your program, but all the things you've been doing in the business side of things, because it's something that a lot of people just they don't know enough about, or they don't really realize that those are opportunities. You know what I mean? So we definitely appreciate you coming on and being willing to kind of dive into that and give some people some insight. Um, so usually what we like to do is we kind of start out by letting you introduce yourself to the viewers, and then go from there with like what started, what got you into Bullies.
Okay, so if you guys don't know who I am, I'm Lois Villearreal, J.Ville Bullies. We are based out of, we're actually in Middleburg, Florida, but I was born and raised in Jacksonville. J.Ville Bullies. And just so you guys also know, my husband's name is Joe Villearreal. So J.Ville kind of it was perfect. So that's how we come up with the kennel name. So we're based out of like Jacksonville, but also Joe Villearreal is my
Could
husband.
have planned that
So
well.
yeah, it was perfect. It was either that or Bullies in the Berg because we're from Middleburg, but that sounded a little corny, so we were like, nah.
You'd have pulled it off. You'd have pulled it off.
Oh, we could have. Oh, we could have rocked that. Oh yeah, for sure. But yeah, so we actually haven't been doing shows and breeding that long. I think a lot of people are surprised when I tell them I haven't even been showing for years. I started out when I met Tammy. She is Tammy Conklin. If you don't know who she is, from TM Tough Bullies, she is she catapults people into bullies a little bit, I think. She makes them addictive. She invites you to a show, you go and you see some dogs in there winning. It's like, I want a dog that can do that. So, you end up getting a dog or 5 from her, and then you start a program.
5,
What's one more?
No.
And we're currently sitting on without our co-owners that we have out, like 27 in-house, but that's including the 2 litters that we have right now. I have 2
Okay,
litters
that's right.
on the ground, one that's 11 weeks old, one that's 4 weeks old. And yeah, so we're going to get to talk a little bit about that. I'm excited to be able to share with you guys a little bit about what social media can do for your business. And this doesn't pertain to just Bullies. This is any business. It doesn't matter what you do. And we sold all of our puppies from our first litter last year. This is only our second and third litter ever. And so our first litter was a year ago, and we sold every single litter from TikTok. Every single puppy in that litter from TikTok. Yeah, and a lot of people say they can't sell puppies on TikTok, like they can't do it, but it was just me going live every day. You just got to be consistent,
Oh yeah, got to be clever with it. But wow, I wasn't aware that this is like your third litter right now. That's insane.
Yeah. See, we're more about the showing. I like the showing aspect and the training part. Like the whelping stuff is, I can do it. I'm pretty good at it, but it's not my thing. I want to produce something. I want to be able to say is ours, and I want to champ them, and I want to make them awesome, and I want people to be like, I need one of those. But because we're not going to breed often, it's going to be one of those like, oh, if she has a litter, you need to get it, because we're not going to be breeding a lot,
Yep. The
So
market.
yeah, we are licensed. We LLC'd our kennel, and we do have a hobby breeder's license. So we have that as well, and we can talk about that stuff if you guys need to know what the requirements are.
Yeah.
It is a little bit different just based on where you live. So some things might be different, but I can kind of give you the gist of what the process is.
Sure. Oh no, absolutely. I guess kind of when it comes to that, first things first, like so your recommendation for like going ahead and getting whatever licensing you need, like what would you say would be your first step to getting a kennel license?
Okay, so your first step is going to be you just want to make sure everything's in order, right? So you can go online, look up what your county ordinances are, find out what they require. You can download the application, you can download what the ordinances are, and you can go down and use it as a checklist to get your house in order. If it says that you have to have a double fence for your dogs, if you have runs or whatever, like you need to make sure you have a double fence. It's so cut and dry. And if you have any questions, just reach out to your local your animal control, and they'll be able to explain to you or clarify any questions that you might have. That's the biggest thing. So that's your first step, is just to know what your county requires. And for us, since we keep our dogs indoors, we don't have an outdoor kennel, it was a little easier. It's harder for people that have kennels that keep their dogs outside or has a building separate from their home that they're living in. Things are a little different for them.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I imagine local code comes into play with stuff like that for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But so you said it's the animal control that would be able to give you the kind of the details on that.
Yep. So you can either go up to the office, or if they have a website, which most should, you can just go to the website and print it. And it's not as hard. A lot of it's just common sense. Like, don't store the food in heat. Like, you don't want to leave it in the garage. You want to keep it where it's nice and cool and dry. They want to make sure it's dry. If you have refrigerated food, your refrigerator has to be cold. Yeah, right. They actually open the door and like make sure it's cold. Yeah, they're like, okay.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
No, it's good. I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
Yeah, so it really is like mostly common sense stuff. Like one of the things that people like I didn't expect was in our county, the breeding females do have to have microchips. So, and they didn't care about the studs or anything you consider the pet. Like if they are microchipped, they will take the microchip number. But the breeding females do have to be microchipped, and you have to have a scanner on hand. They'll use the scanner, verify your microchip and everything. So that's
There you go.
No,
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right then. All right. And so that's for just the actual, like is that the hobby breeder's license, or is that a kennel license? Or is that the same?
It's the hobby breeder's license. So and for the hobby breeder, you can only do whatever's more, either 2 litters a year or 20 puppies, whatever is more. So like, if I had a litter of 20 puppies, there would be no more breedings that year. Or I can have 2 litters up to 10 puppies each, or whatever equals to 20. So whatever is more. So we're going to stick to our 2. We're going to stay in compliance. And plus, breeding kind of messes up our show schedule, but it gives us a chance to be able to take the puppies from those breedings and just work with them and get them ready for the ring, and then be able to get into the ring by the end of the year. So that's kind of yeah. So that's why we're not going to breed all. We're not going to be one of those that we can't just pop out litters all the time, because I train other people's dogs too. We have to get back in the ring. We got to go. We got to yeah. Hurry up and grow up.
Yeah, you are always posting videos of like, and I know that some of the dogs like that you're posting videos of, some of those dogs are yours. I know that. But then a lot of them aren't. And I'm sitting there like, oh my gosh, she's got another one.
Yes. So if you see them in one of the videos, it's because I'm either training them or I'm showing them. Like, I'll take them with me, or they'll meet us there. So if you see, normally when we go to a show, I'll do like a preview, right? So I'll take the show banner, and I'll use it as the opening of our video, right? So it's kind of cool. And I could teach you guys how to do all that stuff, but I can't give you everything. All right. So I'll do that as the opening of the video, and then I'll pull like really nice pictures of the dogs that I'm taking. So usually Beefcake or whoever. And if I have somebody meeting us there, I'll say, hey, I'm showing your dog. Will you send me a picture of your dog that I can use for my video?
Yeah.
And I'll put them in there. And then I'll, of course, gotta represent our kennel, so I'll put our kennel logo in there somewhere. But it's just kind of one of those things like, hey, we're going to the show. This is who we're bringing, kind of like an announcement. Yeah. And then at the end of the show, at the end of every show, we have our kennel logo, everything set up right at the booth. And I'll lay out all the ribbons, trophies, whatever we got, and I'll do a quick video or picture, and then I'll do another video. So it'll be the opening banner of the event. It'll be the pictures of the dogs again, and then it'll be all the ribbons we won. And that does a couple of things, right? It does. It's kind of, it's like a reminder of what we did at that show. It helps a lot, because if we forget, like, what show did we get that trophy from or whatever, like, we can pull it back up.
Yeah.
And I've actually had to fight for points before, so that was helpful, because I can find those easier on my TikTok, and I go, what date was that post? Okay, so I can go back to Facebook and find my live stream or something we posted, the thank you post, like, thank you for having us, this is what our results were, and I can find those and turn that over to the host or the registry and say, this is who judged that day, these are who I brought, and I should have these points. And I've had to do that before.
That is clever. Yeah, because most people, they take the ribbons and they just write down, like, oh, crap. And they're trying to do that while they're trying to remember their number. They're like, oh, shit.
Oh, you know what I do about that? So
Say
if
that
you don't have time to write on all the ribbons, you always have the numbers on your, so I'll take the number and I'll flip it over, and they'll just write for that dog, show 1 first place.
I never do
And best,
anything.
whatever. And at the end of the show, I can go back through the ribbons and go, okay, there was a first place ribbon. Let me write his name. Let me put what show and put the date. You can fill them all out later, but it's on the back of your number. And it's easier to pull all that information right there than to go, okay, whose ribbons were whose, you know? It's a lot easier that way.
You're right.
Yeah.
I never do anything the easy way, apparently. Hey, out of curiosity, we have some questions about the scanning, the scanner for the chips. Where did you get yours?
The microchip reader?
Yeah.
Amazon. Yes.
Okay.
Actually, Tammy was the one that, so she has the link, and if you guys need to know where to get it, she can send you the link, and I'm gonna put her out there. You're welcome.
Okay, I was about to say, I was trying to tag her, but then I don't tell her it, because it doesn't mean anything. But there are, like, I typed in her name and like 20 Tammy Conklins showed up, and I'm like, damn.
Usually one with a Frenchie or something on it.
You're right.
Yeah.
I was looking for something with the dog in it. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm such an idiot. It's fine. Oh. But and then someone had also asked about there was the website where you go to market like the specifically with that.
You guys, I have heard so many people like, oh, I can't move these dogs, like I have these puppies, and every time I post on Facebook it gets deleted. I have found, I can't take all the credit. I was watching another breeder on TikTok, one of my buddies, you know, like I'm all over social media. I'll bullshit with any, I'll crap with anybody. Okay, so this breeder was on there. Sorry, I don't know if we have a little children up in here.
You
You don't talk about it like it's
Okay.
not here.
So, all right, so there was a guy, a breeder that was on there, and he was telling people, like, people were like, well, how much is the dog? You know, you can't say how much the dog, you charge for the dog, you get kicked off or whatever for selling animals. So he said, if you're really interested, go to the link in my bio. You can go get your dog financed. And I was like, dude, you're getting their dog. How'd you get with a finance company? I need one of those. Everybody says they're broke. Like, they want one, but they only got enough for the deposit. Then I got to hold the dog for forever because I don't trust them to give them a dog until they pay it off. Like, what? How'd you do that? So he was like, listen, I'll send you the information. So when he got off the live, he messaged me. He was like, download this app. You can go, listen, I downloaded the app. It's free. Breeders can sign up for free. You can have a free account. People are actively there looking for puppies. They are on there to find puppies, studs, breeding supplies. Look, like stuff like this. Like, I've got these little cups that I've got on there that I'm selling. Like, I even put the Cuban link collars that I'm selling. I got them up there as well. Like, you know, so just all kinds of stuff. You can buy anything that has to do with pets. You can buy iguanas on there. Like, all kinds of stuff. So it is strictly for breeders and buyers. The cool thing is that they do offer financing. So you got Klarna, Afterpay, Affirm. There's another one that does like big loans. So if you have a $10,000 dog, if they are proof of the loan, they can stretch it out to 24 months to pay it off. But they send you all the money up front. They don't give it to you as they're making payments. Yeah, you can sell your stud credits on there too. So if you got a dog, you know, you're doing stud credits and you can put it on there. People can pay for the stud credits through there. The cool thing, here's the cool thing. If that that app is there to protect the buyers and the sellers. Like I have somebody that got a puppy from me off of there, and they were approved for the loan. The money is sitting in the app, and it will not release it till they come get the puppy, and they have to take a picture of themselves with the puppy and put it in there before they leave with it. So it shows they can't say they didn't get the puppy and dispute the charge, and
Dang.
and you can't say they didn't get they didn't pay or
Yeah.
whatever. So it protects both of
Oh,
us. Protects both of us.
that's
Yeah.
That's nice.
that's nice.
That's nice.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. And you can do live
So
streams
actually
in there as well.
you
So
can't
you can
ship though then, huh? So you can't ship puppies. They just have to
you
come pick it
can
up.
ship. You can hire transporters on there as well. There is a section on there to hire a transporter. So if they need a transporter, you can like, dude, go on there and look for one. You know.
Yes.
Okay.
So there's a lot of perks that come along, and Canlis actually pays you when you sell your own dog. Like they send you an incentive. I think it's like $100. They give you $100 for selling your own dog. So once the transaction's complete, yes, yes,
Like, thank you twice.
Wonderful life.
That's
right.
awesome.
It's
Hey,
crazy.
go.
Yes, I know. I'm super excited to have found this, and like I said, I can't take all the credit.
That's
But I will say,
amazing.
if you want to sign up, please use my link that Amanda put in here, because if I can get 10 people to sign up, which I have, but I've gotten more breeders to sign up than buyers. I have to have
Yeah.
10 buyers sign up to get $100. I have 6 buyers that have signed up. I need 4 more buyers. Sign up as a buyer so I can
4
get
more. Come
$300,
on.
please.
4 more.
Okay,
Someone
so
more.
Yes.
I literally, the link that I put in there was just the one that goes directly to the site. So let me go, I'm
Oh,
going to
okay.
go, now I'm going to go to your posts and pull the, because I
Delete that
want
comment, Amanda.
you to get the
I
credit.
can send it to you if you want.
Delete
You
the
don't have
comment.
to look for it.
I
Let's
did.
see.
I deleted it. I deleted the
All right.
original one.
Yeah,
Hey,
so that's kind of cool. Like literally all I have, and everybody gets a referral link when you sign up. So if you can get 10 buyers to sign up for a free account, you get $100.
hey, after the four, y'all contact me. I'll give y'all my link.
That's right. That's right. Spread the love. Spread the love. Yes.
Oh man.
Man, hey, I just realized I was on mute for the first 15 minutes of this live. I try to
You
talk
were
like
Yeah,
4
you
muted.
times.
was.
I feel so
Yeah.
Yeah.
stupid. I am so sorry.
No, you didn't say anything. You wasn't hey, you wasn't trying to say anything though.
Like 4 times
You
I
was just
was.
laughing. Oh,
No.
was you?
Yeah. I'm not even
Oh
gonna
man.
lie.
T-Ray says he transports. T-Ray, go on Canvas and you can market your business for transport there as well. So people will hire you. Hey, they offer a lot of perks for people that buy puppies from you as well. Like, I mean, there's just all kinds of stuff like discounts on food, discounts on toys, cash back on all kinds of stuff, like for the life of the dog. I mean, they just do all kinds of cool stuff. There are just people on there that are marketing, and those businesses offer discounts to the people that buy puppies on there. So it's really,
Nice.
really cool. Yes.
Wow. Where's the site been?
I
And I'm
know.
sure
That's what
I
I
feel
said
like,
too.
Where have you been all my life?
right? Like this is ridiculous. Like I'm sitting there like every single time that you tell us something new that this app, provides, I'm like, what doesn't it do? I think it's the list
Yeah.
is short.
It is definitely built for breeders and buyers. So the cool thing is that like I said, we get how many times has our post been taken down? I had to create a backup account because my account got banned over here, so I couldn't go live, I couldn't post anything, I couldn't comment on anything, I couldn't do anything. So I had to create a backup account just because I posted something about my dog. So this is a platform just for that, just for it, and you can live stream in there. So
Wow.
somebody's looking for puppies, you can live stream and say, these guys are available, this is what I have, that kind of stuff.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a whole different platform this allows people to do, though, because we have to be so censored on
Yes.
on social media.
Oh yeah.
So to be interested and to go live like that, you're talking about live streaming, sitting there saying, and you discussing prices and things like
Yes.
that with someone, like, it's electronically, but face to face, where you can really get to the nitty gritty of it.
Yeah. Now I was told over on TikTok you can go on there, and there's a disclosure thing that you can do about like your own brand or whatever. So like there's a setting when you go live on TikTok. You can change that setting to put a disclosure out, and then you can choose my brand or like another brand or whatever. So you choose my brand. I was told, I haven't tested this theory, but I was told that as long as you have the disclosure on there, that you can talk about prices. But again, I don't know if I want to take that chance.
Still
I have
haven't
like,
tested the water.
yeah, I have like 18,000 followers over there, so if I can't live stream over there at all with my puppies if I end up breaking the rules. So I'm kind of like,
Yeah, someone gamble and let her know what the results
right?
are.
Yeah.
Someone else do it for us.
Somebody's gonna sacrifice a lamb. It'll
A
be
newbie.
fun. Please. Oh man, you got a lot of people shouting you out in the comments, girl.
Thank
Yes.
you.
Hey,
Yeah.
Lois, I love this, and I love the different platforms you're sharing.
Mhm.
Thank you for being so transparent. But let's dive into the LLC too and the benefits of it.
Yes.
I
Okay.
would really like to know when you got it and how do you utilize that to the utmost that you can?
Okay, so we just got it this year actually, because mind you, we've only been showing not even 3 years, and we had our first breeding last year. So we went ahead and LLC'd it this year. And I'm going to tell you, I have a secret weapon that handles all my stuff like that. And her name is Marlena. It's my sister. She is an accountant, and she does all of that stuff for me. So all we did was say, hey, I want to LLC my company or my kennel. And she's like, okay, look, she come over. She's had us, took down our information. She did it all online for us, and that was it. Something came back in the mail, or there was an email. I can't remember something. We just went ahead and filled out whatever she said we needed, and it was done. My sister, listen, she is taking clients. So if you have a kennel and you want somebody that is looking out for you, listen, she'll tell you everything you can write off. So the benefits of having an LLC is you can write off your dog food, your vet visits, your mileage to the vet, your mileage to the shows, all the shows you do, your booth fees.
That's right.
You buy a T-shirt for the damn dog, you can write that off. Listen, anything that has
It's
to
a
do with
business
your dog.
Anything that's dealing with
a
it. That's
Anything.
business
right.
dinner, yes.
Yes,
Tires,
listen,
gas, oil change.
the electricity in your house, a percentage of that, a percentage of the square footage of your house, of your mortgage. So if your mortgage or your rent, say it's $2,000, and you're using half the house to store your dogs, that's half of your mortgage or rent that you can write off as an expense. Yep. Like, she can tell you all kinds of stuff that you can write off, and you're like, I'm telling you, if you're going to spend it anyway, you might as well get it as a write-off on your, even if you never make $1 on your dogs, it's still a business, you know?
Well, absolutely. And then there's like someone said an RV or a camper rather, because like technically if you buy that so that you can transport the dogs, and technically that's an expense.
I do mine like that too.
Hey, Lois, and before we get too far into it, you said your sister, she's taking clients. I'm guessing this is her information that's in the comments, but
Marlena.
How do you get a hold of your sister?
So she shares an account with her husband, Alex and Marlena. Or it might be Marlena and Alex, one of the two. You just message her on there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I saw it. I didn't want to assume, though, so I wanted to make sure that was who we're talking about.
And one thing that I found out, too, when I got my LLC license, that like my regular job, I have to put all that together. I had to combine that together. You know what I'm saying? But it helped me out a whole bunch, you know?
Yes, because
so
it's
like the
taking
money
a
that I
loss.
make, it just helped me out. Yeah.
Yeah, because if you do make, let's say you just happen to make a lot of money at your job, and you're like, I made too much money and now I got to owe taxes. All of this stuff you paying on the dogs is a write-off. That's an expense. Expense. Yes.
I promise you it does. Yes, for real. It helped me out tremendous.
Big baller. Bruce is gonna be trying to right off that Corvette. Hey, I take my dogs in the Corvette.
He ain't fitting parking no Corvette.
You know what?
Red ain't getting
you know
in
what
there.
though? I only write off like one vehicle. I only write off like one vehicle. I write my dually off and like my mileage on my like you get in Alabama, and I don't know about Florida, you get more money on the mileage instead of your fuel receipt. Like you're gonna get like $60 like gallons, you get more money on your mileage instead of the gallons that you get on your
Yes. And she does talk. Listen, my sister knows all that. She taught me that because I was like saving all the gas receipts. Joe still does it. I'm like putting the gas receipt in the trash. I don't need that. So I'm so sick of looking at gas receipts.
Write your mileage.
Yes.
Yeah.
You go to the grocery store. Hey, if you go to the grocery store and you picked up a can of dog food while you were there grocery shopping, that still counts as mileage. I don't care what anybody says.
It's a trip to buy supplies for the animals.
Yeah.
Hey, Lois, your sister's loving this. She said mileage, exactly. Talking about the dogs.
She's a stickler. And she's great at communication. Listen, if she's like, hey, I'm doing your monthly stuff or your annual stuff, she'll tell you exactly what you need. She'll give you a checklist. She is on it. She's super organized. She knows the ins and outs. She'll contact people. She'll be like, hey, if you're having difficulty, let's say with whatever that has to do with the stuff she does. Like, she's not afraid to pick up the phone and be like, hey, I'm this so-and-so is my client. We're trying to figure this out. Like, say you do payroll for your LLC, right? She'll get on there and be like, okay, what do we need? You tell us what we need. What do we got to do? And then she'll come back and tell you everything you need to do. Just follow what she says. You'll be in there.
Is Joe one of your employees being the payroll?
Another thing too, like say for instance, if you're taking a group of people out to eat or something
and
like that, or buying
about
food,
dogs,
you can write that off. Yeah,
entertainment for your business.
Entertainment.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we're all guilty of it. It doesn't matter if it's a family get together.
We talk about dogs to everybody.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. Hey, Lois. So you said something too I want to hit on. You said the employees, the payroll. All right. So I'm talking to a financial advisor right now, and this fell right into it. This was perfect. I love the timing of this. But the payroll, like, so you can actually hire your child and you can actually hire yourself, correct?
It's a family business. It's considered a family business. You certainly can. So my sister knows more about the ins and outs of that. She could probably answer those a little bit better. She probably will here in the comments. But yes, you certainly can. Now, if you want to keep from having to pay workers' comp, you need to file them as exempt. I think you have to 1099 them if I'm not mistaken. But she'll be able to tell you all that.
That's what I was just about to say. You gotta have to write them a 1099. Yeah.
Yes.
That's awesome. There's so many.
How many employees do you?
Hey,
how many do I have? Yeah, no, none right now. So like we just got it started. We just LLC'd it recently, so we haven't got any of that stuff started. But my business where I do my sales and stuff. I did have Joe on payroll at one point. I think I had like one of my sons too, and then they went back to work, and so we took
Joe
them off.
quit.
Joe
said I'm out of here.
Joe got fired. Joe
opportunity.
TikTok. So I do my live sales, and dude, Tammy would be live with her litters, and he's doing this, tapping the screen. I was like, you need to help me out. I'm live, right? And so I'm like, get off the phone. And he's like, I can't break my record. I'm still tapping. I'm like, dude, you're fired. Get out of here. I fired him like 5 times a night. It's crazy.
Joe's got the record of most fired at one job.
Oh, Lord.
Hey, look, it's something that probably you need to hit on a little bit too. You can, like, when you get your LLC, right? So if you just getting established in dogs or whatever, all right, you could take a loss for 3 years. After 3 years, you have to show profit. I don't know how it is in Florida, but you have to do that in Alabama. You got to show profit after 3 years.
Yeah.
Is it like that in Florida also?
She could probably answer that for you because we just got all that stuff started. So I'm not 100% sure, but at least somewhere we'll be able to show now that we have litters on the ground that there's some kind of income. Yeah. Bonnie said yes, so I'm pretty sure she's been LLC for a while. Yeah.
Hey, Joe said she lying. I'm the boss here. Easy, Joe. Easy. You're fired again. I'm going to fire you. You're fired.
He's been fired twice today already.
In terms of self-preservation, Joe, I need you to stop.
Oh, Lord.
You know what?
You
married. It was like an ongoing joke because even the ladies on my live sales would say it in the comments, "You're fired, Joe." Like everybody would say.
He gets fired by everybody then.
Oh, man. Joe is the nicest dude in the world. I love Joe.
He's super quiet. Like, Joe's the type, if y'all see him at a show, I want everybody to make him super uncomfortable and just talk to him because he is very, very shy. Like, we're complete opposites. I'll talk to anybody. I don't care who you are. But he'll sit back and hang out to himself. He'll never be the one that engages in conversation. And it's not that he's rude, but he's always been that way. When we met, I engaged in conversation. He's just very shy. That's just how he is. But he'll talk to anybody. You just got to engage.
Just make him uncomfortable at first. He'll ease into it.
It's real weird.
Oh,
You want to
no.
make him real uncomfortable, give him a hug.
I was about to ask. I was like, he's not a hugger, is he?
Oh, shoot.
Well, he don't mind hugs, but if he don't know who you are, that's where it's gonna be hilarious. I want just a random person that just like, hey man, and just hug him. People like, I don't know.
Oh, Bruce, give him a hug.
Yeah, Bruce a big dude. Just walk up and just give him a hug and see what happens.
I'm a hugger. I'm a hugger. Even
Oh,
if I know who you are, you want to give me a hug, I'll give you a hug. I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm all right with that.
Like, if
Hey,
you can act like
I'm
you
a
are
hugger,
a hugger,
too.
I'm hugging. I'm hugging.
Yeah.
I can't. I'm the
Yeah,
worst.
that's me.
Worst.
oh my gosh. He said you're not
Joe
going
says Lois
on any
ain't
more
going to any
shows.
more shows.
Gotta make that money, Joe. Oh, she's gotta make that money, Joe.
That's right. That's right. That's
Hey,
right.
I love what your sister's putting in here though too. She's putting some
Mm-hmm.
really good information. You know, she said keep the checks under $75 for meals.
Yeah.
Just kind of stay off the radar on that. That's good info that a lot of people would just
Yeah.
overlook and not think about it when they're paying. So
Yeah.
that's good info.
Yeah, if you guys are looking for an accountant, please hit her up. She's a stay-at-home mom now. I think she does do some office work, but this definitely helps her family out. And like I said, she is definitely an advocate for your business whenever you guys sign up with her.
Yeah.
So,
That's amazing. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and it's one of those things where, I mean, just having her in the comments answering people's
Yes.
questions, one by one. I mean, that in and of itself. I mean, if you guys are looking for an accountant that's like on it and obviously she has proven that already.
Yes.
she leaves no blank spaces on her forms at all, even if she's got to put an NA or a line. She is 100% complete.
I love that.
She is.
Oh yeah.
That's so cool that y'all can team up like y'all are, like sisters, like y'all are both doing different things, but gravitate towards each other, and both of y'all benefit from it. That's
She is Bullies too.
Really?
She's got a litter on the ground right now. Yeah, she's got one Bonnie's male champion All Might to a zero daughter and a whole litter of lilac tries. I was there to deliver all of them because she went into labor the day before her C-section. Yeah.
Dang, that's a lot of tries.
That's some good blood right there. If anybody needs a puppy, hit her up too.
Hey,
yep.
Another one.
One for you, one for you.
For you.
Everybody gets a puppy.
Try it. You're gonna try.
yes.
Wowza.
Some more good info by your sister again. She said profit as such, you should show 2 years profit in the last 5 years, or IRS can deem you to be a hobby business and disallow any losses. Again, great info.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I lean in with the assist.
And then the cool thing is that if you guys do end up using her, she does Bullies, so she knows exactly what it is you need and what you're doing. And if you don't, you might feel weird talking to some other accountant like, we had to pay for Seaman, and they'll be like, what?
I'm sorry,
my sister understands.
Their delicate sensibilities are like, who am I talking to?
99% of accountants will be like, excuse me?
You're right.
Your sister's like, how much was it? That's a good deal.
Like as a donor? Like, no, bro, not as a donor.
That's awesome. Yeah, that does make it a whole lot more comfortable though, because the conversations that we have amongst breeders, you can talk about things like that. And to talk about fees like that, because that's very expensive. You're talking about some stud fees, very, very expensive. So that's good that the comfortability is there with your sister.
Yes.
Oh, absolutely. For sure.
She put semen with the laughing emojis. Oh, all right. So
Jocelyn asked sorry.
No. Go ahead. Perfect.
Jocelyn actually asked a question. Do I need a business license in order to have a kennel and training business? So if they have a training and kennel business, do they have to have a business license?
She does a different type of training. Hers is like scent training and different stuff like that. So it's not show training, but it's like it's like working dogs is what she does.
Okay.
So I'm not 100% sure on that.
Gotcha. But as far as having a kennel, the kennel license would obviously be somewhat beneficial, I would imagine.
Yeah, the breeding part.
hobby breeder.
So like if you're gonna do it, and something to note too, like in our county, I don't know if it's like that everywhere, but you can only breed one breed of dog. You cannot do Frenchies and Bullies. It has to be one breed of dog.
Really?
Yes, on a hobby breeder's license, yes. And I don't know if it's like that everywhere. It's like that here, though. Yeah.
Well, thank goodness Bullies have several classes then. Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mercy on our souls. Oh, and your sister answered the question as if the question was meant to say, do I need it? Do I need a license for IRS purposes? Like if I'm going to be claiming like, you know, any kind of deductions, would I need a kennel license for that? Her answer was no.
Hey, Lois. All right. So I love, we've hit on numerous different things in a small amount of time and very beneficial things. But so the newer breeder that's watching, so when you move into an area, you should look up the city ordinance to see kind of what you're regulated to have. And then
yes, because some of them will limit how many dogs you can even have. That's another thing is like here they limit you to 20. They limit you to 20. And then as far as breeding females, you can only have up to 3 breeding females when you register. They do an annual inspection. And then if you, let's say the females that I bred last year are, I sold them or they're pet home or whatever, they're not here anymore, then you can register other ones. But yeah, so that's another thing too. You have to list your breeding females. They have to know who you're breeding that year, and you have to list them. And you can change them from year to year. Yes.
Wow. All right. So let's say a newer breeder that's in your area, they come to your area. Let's go through the steps of what you would do 2020 hindsight with your hobby license, your breeder license, your LLC. Like, what's the chain of events that you would do that you would give someone in your particular area?
So first I would do the LLC because with doing, you know, when you're just starting out, when you're just like, say this is for somebody that's not already established in breeding, right?
Yeah.
So let's say you bought some dogs and you're just starting, LLC it, because you could probably start selling stud credits before you can start selling your puppies, because they're not going to be old enough yet. They're not going to be born.
Right.
So the first thing you want to do is LLC, and then also you can start writing stuff off, right? So like you're already a step ahead of that. And let's see, you wanted to buy, I know for resale, you can do stuff on tax deduction. I'm not 100% sure. Like if you go somewhere and you say, hey, I have an LLC, I'm not sure. My sister probably answered that. I wouldn't bring it anyway. I just pay my taxes and whatever when I purchase stuff, but it is what it is. I'm terrible about bringing. I have a resale certificate, and I'm terrible about bringing that with me if I do buy anything anywhere to resell. My sister's like, you could be saving money. I'm like, I'm just writing it off at the end of the year. It's an expense.
Well, so
whatever.
It's essentially, is it like a tax exemption? Like you don't have to pay your sales tax? Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's right.
Yeah, so you can use that. That helps a lot. And then, go in for your hobby breeder's license. So just make sure that you go in, you download the questionnaire, because there is an actual questionnaire. So when the animal control is the one that conducts the inspection. So you'll set up a time. They don't just show up. You'll set up a time. They'll come out and they'll go down this checklist. And they do have to document all the dogs you have in your house. You have to write down everybody's name, date of birth, the type of breed they are, male or female, what color, microchip number, like all of that. And then you can list them as breeding or for pet only. So with you can have so many that are pet only. There is a loophole in Clay County. I will tell you that if you have multiple adults in the house, that you can list those dogs as pets of the other owners of the other adults in the house, and it doesn't count against your kennel. So I have 3 adult sons now who have pets here. Yes. Yes. We can have all the dogs.
All of the dogs. That's awesome. Wow. I didn't know. I mean, there's so many.
You were saying about that retail. Alabama has 2 forms. It's one that you can fill out for retail, and one you can fill out for just tax exemption.
Okay.
It's 2 different ones. So
yeah.
for the people that's listening,
if you can get your tax exempt, did it, because that does save you money throughout the year. Now, if you just like me, just like whatever,
I'm gonna
it's
tell
my
you,
receipt.
it's like Alabama. I'm gonna tell you about Alabama state, man. Like right now, okay, they owe me from last year before last, 2022. All right. So
You'll get your
they
money,
wanted to audit me.
Bruce.
Look, hold up. They wanted to audit me. So I sent them all the info. Didn't hear
You're
nothing
like,
from
no, you
22.
don't.
This year right here, they audited me. I sent them everything. I'm waiting on my tax return. They don't want to send, man. Alabama do not want
They don't want
tax
to give you their
return. I'm telling you,
money.
they cheat,
Your
man.
money. It's really your money.
Now, you know what? Now what they did this starting in a couple months ago. If you on a job and you work over 40 hours, your overtime, they won't even tax state no more. They'll let that ride. So over 40 hours, they won't tax you no more on state,
That's
on your
nice.
overtime.
Yeah,
Hmm.
you're working
Because
over.
they don't want to pay. Because they Alabama is cheap, man. I'm telling you. But I might need to move to Florida.
Lord, Bruce is
I
about
don't
to
know.
be
I'm thinking
revoking
about
people
moving to
in Alabama.
Alabama. Get me a job that pays overtime.
That's crazy.
Hey, Bruce, when K. Ivy pays you them back taxes, man, come pick me up in the Corvette, man. Let's go for a
Man,
ride.
look, they owe me a good
He
bunch
can
too.
fit. You'll have to move Ark aside.
You're going to see me on live in the Corvette. Be like, yeah.
Oh man.
Oh Lord, but no, this some really good information, and that's good to know the city court ordinance to know how many puppies you can have per year, how many dogs you can have per year, and stay in compliance with everything.
Mm-hmm.
So when does
Yeah,
it go from the hobbyist breeding to the actual kennel license?
Say it again. Repeat the question.
When does it go from the hobbyist license to the kennel license?
When you're outside of your county ordinance. So let's say you have too many litters or too many animals. So that's when you would need to file with your I think it's the state.
yeah,
Is
that's
what
what
it is.
Joe was saying.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Which is probably going to be a whole different ballgame. They'll probably give you different ordinances. You have to, so whatever your county is, just imagine your county being this big, then of course the state is probably like, okay, everything's more, I'm sure, but there's probably more rules to it too. They'd probably be a little harder. I would think. I would think. They probably give you more, like you can have more animals, probably more than one breed, I would assume, but they probably would be like, okay, where the county might give you a little inch, you know what I'm saying? Like you got a little wiggle room, you know, because sometimes they'll even tell you about, oh, there is a loophole. My guy told me there's a loophole, and I'm like, oh, what's the loophole? It's like,
Yeah. Give me the loophole.
Yeah,
Bruce,
well, I doubt
Bruce,
the state's
Yeah.
gonna give that to
get
you.
off your email. Bruce is sitting there emailing K. Ivy talking about them taxes
No,
right now.
oh, nah, man. Hey, I was texting. Hey, I was texting Stewart, man.
Give me my money, Mima.
Oh shoot.
Pay me
Listen,
them
Governor.
taxes.
But yeah, so I know
Man.
a lot of like I was saying too, like you guys please sign up for Canlist and don't give up. Like if you feel like you're marketing your puppies and all that, and like you're having a hard time selling them, go to Canlist, list them there, and then put that link to Canlist in all of your bios. If you need, listen, little promo. I'm doing those QR codes
I was
right now, right?
about to bring
So
that up.
Absolutely.
those are, I only charge $20 for it. I'll put every link that you have on there that I can put on there. So it doesn't do PayPal, but I can do your Venmo and Cash App. So if somebody's like, hey man, I owe you money for this puppy, you can just send them the QR code. They can scan it. It pulls up your Facebook, your Instagram, your TikTok, your Twitter, your Snapchat, your YouTube, everything that has to do with social media, even your Camlist link, all of that in
Wow.
one thing. You can post it on your Facebook. You can put it wherever. And you can always have it on your phone in your gallery. So if you meet somebody at a show, they're like, "Hey man, how do I find you?" Listen, you can tell them, and they will never find you on Facebook. Your name might be too common, or they just forget, or whatever.
True.
So you just pull up your phone and have them scan it, right? And it pops up. Once they scan it, it'll pop up. It'll have all the bubbles for the links that I put in there.
So
They
they
can
can
click on
scan your
Facebook, hit
phone?
follow.
They can
Yeah,
scan a picture of it on your phone?
yeah. So I'll show you what it looks like.
Because someone
I
took
did
my
a bunch of
dot
them.
card. Someone took my dot card at the last show. I'm going to
Those
find
suck.
you. Whoever's
You
got it,
can't.
I'm going to find you.
I paid $45 for mine and can't even scan it with my Android. It only works for iPhone. Yeah,
I can't scan mine either because someone's got it.
but yeah, but this is always on your phone, right? So yeah, that's why I like
I
this
love it.
because you literally will always have it. And then I was even cool enough that okay, so I have because of I'm on TikTok quite a bit. So I have companies that will send me stuff to make videos on and you know, post the links. Well, they sent me this label maker, and I'm over here having a blast with this label maker. So, like, I used it to print. I have a clear case on my phone, but I printed it and put it on my phone and put my case over it. So when I meet people, I don't even have to open my camera roll. I can just say, "Here, scan this." It's a sticker.
Go.
So
That's nice.
yeah, the QR code that I make, you can even print it, put it on paper, and stick it in like a frame and put it on your booth at your booth. You could take it and you know
That's a good
whatever.
idea.
Yeah, I'm sure pretty sure you can put it on your business. You can put it on your business cards or whatever. You can. Oops, almost knocked it off. Yeah, you can do all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
So.
And so, how much are you charging for that? How much are you charging for the QR? $20.
Yeah, and I can do them same day. Yeah, I can do them, send them right back to you, and I can put your kennel, your logo, right in the center of it.
Y'all get with her. That's incredible.
Yeah.
It's so much easier. I can't tell you how many people spell my name Louis and they can't find me on Facebook.
Where are you, Lois?
I don't know, but people I'll be in the comments talking, and people will be live. They're like, yeah, bro. I'm like, I'm not even gonna correct them. Usually the other people start roasting. I'm like, that's a lady. I'm just like, thanks.
Yeah, I just got broed again. It's fine.
I don't even correct them anymore. It's whatever.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I think it's so. If I'm wondering if we need to get with you about making a QR code that could get people directly to an event page. Like, so I don't know. I'll have to work. You and I need to touch base and find out if there's a way to make it so that this is just a reoccurring event that never has to actually be renamed or remade, and maybe a QR code could hold a link to the.
Yes.
And we'll have to figure something out there.
Your logo that you have for the event, I can put that in the center and make a QR code. And if the link changes for whatever reason, like if you have to keep creating a new event, then all you got to do is send me the link and I can update it. Literally.
Amazing.
On the same QR codes.
Wow.
Yes.
What?
Yes.
That's just crazy.
Yeah.
I'm here for it.
Dang.
Yeah.
Listen, I forgot to tell you guys on Camless, you know how some people are like, I really want a website, right? They're like, but I don't want to pay all this money for a website. You know Camless, so there's a free account. Everybody can sign up for the free account. But if you sign up for the VIP, which is $60 a year, and you get a whole bunch of other perks with it, it's $5 a month. It comes out to $5 a month. They give you a free website with that.
Wow.
Like literally, everything stays up to date. You don't even have to update the website because everything you post on Camless, your puppies, you can make posts like you do on Facebook, like watch my dogs tug a war or whatever. All that will go on your website so people can see everything you got, everything you're posting. It automatically goes there. So it literally, they put it all together for you, and every time you update Camless, it updates the website. It's really cool.
That's amazing.
Where has this been?
I know.
What the heck, man?
Yes.
Yeah.
Dang.
I'm uploading that tonight, and everyone that wasn't watching earlier, her direct code is actually in the comments.
It's in the comments. I'm about to post it again for the people that just got here.
4 buyers. She needs 4 buyers. After that, I need 10.
When you sign up as a buyer, unless you are a breeder, you can sign up as a breeder, but it doesn't count for me as a credit. Yeah. Because I emailed the customer service, they have a customer service chat where you can live chat with people. I'm like, I see all my friends joining, and it says I have 6 people. Where's the rest of I want my $100. And they were like, well, you have 6 buyers. It doesn't count for the breeders. I was like, why did you tell me that? I would have told them to sign up as buyers.
Loopholes, people. Loopholes.
Hey,
yes.
if you sign up as a buyer, can you swap it over to a breeder?
Good question.
Oh, sure. That's a good question. But I mean, if push comes to shove, you just sign up with a new email.
Yeah, I've got several for you.
Oh, she's still 4 buyers.
Loopholes.
Yes, the power of the loophole.
Yes, power of the loophole. That's right.
Yes. Hey, man, great info. Absolutely great info tonight. And Lois, you also do show training too. Let's hit on that before we close tonight too. How many dogs do you take on, and what does that look like?
So I only take on 2 dogs at a time. I don't want to overwhelm myself, and I don't want to not have time for my obligations with my dogs as well. So I only take 2 a month. currently booked right now until this one goes in the heat. I'll probably have her until she goes in the heat, and then just depending, I have somebody lined up. So if that ends up falling through, like that dog who's in the heat or whatever, something happens, then I'll have an opening after that. So I have two Frenchies that I'm doing right now, and I charge $800 a month. And if you pay the whole month, that's for 4 weeks. 4 weeks. So if you pay in advance, you get a $100 discount. So if you pay the whole month up front, you get $100 off. You'll just supply the crate, you'll supply food, any kind of preventative meds that they might take for the month. You'll also be like for show fees and stuff. I don't, even if you show up at the show and you're like, hey, I want you to show my dog, I only charge, of course, the dogs I bring are obligated, right? So we do them first.
Yes.
And then if I have an opening, then I'll show your dog. So it's $25 per show is what I charge. I don't charge an advancement fee. I don't feel like I'm cool enough to make people pay me for points and extra. I just want to I want to take the money you give me and I want to show my dogs. That's what I'm there for, right? So
Yeah.
I do want to win. I will beat my dog with your dog if I'm paid to show your dog. I don't give a damn. I came to win. I've done it.
To one craft.
So yeah, I mean, if I'm in there, that dog at the end of my lead is my obligation. And even if Joe's handling one of our dogs, I'm trying to beat him. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. I want the dog on my lead. So when Charlize just said yes, she will, because I've beaten my dogs with her dog before. So, that's what I'm there for. I want to do my job and I want to be the best at it. But I will not take another dog in the same class because I want to make sure that the dogs I bring have obligations. Those are my obligations. So
Respect that.
yes, and but yeah, so we do. It's hard for us to like if your dog's not training with us, it's hard for me to transport your dog, because I don't have a huge vehicle. So we got to bring our dogs that we're already bringing. So you would have to meet us at the show or already have the dog here training with us. So
Nice. Nice.
Hey, so the $800, does that include? So that includes the show entries and also the travel back and forth shows?
No, the show entries is totally separate.
Okay.
Currently, I do not charge for transport, which Joe is saying we need to do that. I'm like, but it's already in our care. Why am I charging them? I don't understand that.
Yeah.
So see, so and I know some people do. Even if the dog's being currently trained, they still charge for transport.
Yeah.
Like I feel guilty about. I don't. Not that I think anybody else should, but I feel like, well, the dog's already in my care. Why am I going to charge them? I'm going that way anyway. Like I don't understand. But I do understand. I don't know. I know probably in the future we may. But as of right now, I'm not charging any transport fees for dogs that I'm currently training. Now, if I have room and you're like, can you take my dog? Then yes, I'll basically charge you $25 a day. If it hits midnight, that's considered another day. So.
Very, very fair prices. Very fair prices, and y'all's dogs are in the right hands. I've seen her at shows. Like you kill it in the ring. And so you and Joe, I love y'all as a team. I love what y'all are doing.
Thanks.
Oh,
Thanks. Joe's my cameraman. He's my cameraman.
Joe is the most supportive, cool person. Like that's a chill dude. I love talking to him.
Joe's an awesome cat. Oh yeah.
You know where you'll find Joe at the show? He's at the food truck. Don't let him fool you. He's that dude. Listen, I'd be like, I'm going in the ring. Where's my cameraman? Dude's gone. He's getting wings.
They have a taco truck. Listen,
I'm telling you. And then he'll come back without me. I'm like, I've been in the ring for 4 hours straight. Where's my wings? And he's like, you got money?
Get her, Joe. Get her, Joe.
What?
Oh,
I gotta be on
man.
your side tonight.
So pretty. Someone sleeping on the couch. Extra nice.
Joe, you're fired, man. You're fired.
Fired, Joe.
Number 6.
Fired.
Number 6.
Oh my God.
So quick. Oh, Lord.
Escalated.
Hey, Tammy finally made it here. I don't know how long she's been here. Tammy has been amazing, you guys. And one thing I can say, if you guys are new into any dog, really, anything you might do ever in life, find a good mentor. I think that's so important. Find somebody that's willing to pour into you. Find somebody that is knowledgeable and somebody that has a passion. Don't find people that's doing it for the wrong reasons. And Tammy has been amazing, and her and Rob have been awesome. Great family. You can just tell that they love what they do and they strive to have great dogs. And that's what we started with, you know. So I have a triple champion female from that she produced. I have a dual champion male that she produced, you know, and I mean, and we're producing dogs off of those dogs, and we're still winning in the ring. So it's awesome when you have friends that are there, you know, to offer you a hand, even because she's 10 minutes up the road. So if we ever needed her to do anything, you know, and same thing for us, we'd jump over that way if we needed to. And it's important to build those relationships. So I know a lot of people are quick to like just know everything from the gate, like not take advice from anyone. You know, there are people out there that genuinely care, and if you find them, keep them.
Yeah.
Hey, what good
That's
words.
true.
And hey, I love what Bonnie just put too. She put a great mentor and a great close circle makes a huge difference.
Yes.
And the circle you have, your sister, like she's a fellow breeder, and then she's also your accountant, and I'm sure she's a very good friend. Your husband, you know, that
Even though
you
he's
know,
fired.
Tammy that you're just talking about. Yeah, Joe, you're rehired, man. You're rehired.
I need someone to carry
For
my
now,
equipment
don't
into
get
the
comfortable.
show.
Don't get comfortable, Joe.
Joe, I rock with you, man. You're my dog.
He's such a good dude. He's such a good dude. All jokes aside, he's such a good dude.
Oh,
Oh my
but
God.
no,
Oh
you
man.
definitely have a close, good circle, and man, that it makes a huge difference. So I love those words of wisdom, and I love the way that this is how we close.
Yeah.
So you
You
literally
need
took the
people.
reins and closed on a
Yeah.
perfect note.
You definitely need people. I'll say this too, is that there's going to be a lot of negativity out there. I don't know anyone that's not had to deal with negativity.
Yeah.
But I'm going to tell you, at the end of the day, those people don't matter. They don't matter. They have something to say. I'm going to tell you, I have seen so many people waste time and energy trying to deflect what these people are saying or doing, right? But at the end of the day, that energy and time could be put back into your own program and what you're doing at home, because you know that other stuff, dealing with other people, and that's on them. That's on them. You know, they could be spending their time putting their time and energy into their program. What are they getting out of bashing you or belittling you or doing whatever? They're taking away from time from what they could be doing that's productive on their end. So let's just stay in our lane and do what helps us, because you know, at the end of the day, like I said, you don't worry about he said, she said, this person said that, because if someone believes it, they don't need to be in your circle.
Yeah.
They just don't. You know what I mean?
They
Preach.
they got themselves out. They just showed themselves out.
Yep.
I love it. That was words of wisdom right there. Thank you.
For sure. Oh, and just one special shout out, Lois. My friend Janet from Germany, when she came in, I want to say it was November of last year, and it was Dwan and Tasha's show in Bessemer. And Janet, like when she meets somebody that she finds just really cool and really interesting, she talks about them years and years later, right? So she remembers, I know that she remembers
Me.
well,
I'm joking. I'm joking.
she called you Mr. Queen, but that's okay.
I was joking.
But she does remember you.
Oh.
Yes, she remembers you. She was just like she asked me later after she had an interaction with you, and she came up to me later and she's like, "That really pretty lady with like the dark hair and really good makeup. Do you know her?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, absolutely. She's awesome." She's like, "She is so nice. She just said hi to me, didn't even know me, and was telling me about the show and was asking me where I'm from." And I was just like, "Yeah, no, that's Lois."
Yeah, I talked to anyone.
She loves meeting new people. I was like, and so she remembers you, and she thought that was really, really awesome that you were just so friendly to her, because that's not always the case, you know, from her experience with traveling. So that you made that really awesome experience for her. She remembers it.
The impact you left on her, but also the impact you left on everyone that's viewing tonight.
Yes.
The comments, the positivity that's really going tonight. It's because of you. And
dude, I have so much more to tell you guys. Like, as far as like marketing on social media and how to use it, how to build your following. Like, I have a lot that I could tell you, like genuine following, not like buying buyer, like followers or anything like that.
Yeah.
Like we could make that a whole nother segment or whatever. So like, if you guys are interested in that, let me know. And if people can get questions together about how to use like Facebook and TikTok and all that, let me know. But yeah,
We can do that.
Don't
quick
threaten us
plug.
Listen.
Definitely.
We are throwing a show here in Florida, September 21st. I know there's 2 big shows, but if you're like, yeah, I don't want to go to those big shows, you know, you're like, just come to Florida because we're doing a BRC show September 21st in North Florida. So if everybody could kind of funnel in from South Florida, Central Florida, from Georgia, Alabama, Carolinas, all right there. So we're going to be right there. It's an indoor venue. It's cold. BRC. We're going to have some really great judges. Kelsey Harrell, Tammy Bennett will be there. And I want to say it's Kev Green's going to be one of the judges as well. So
nice.
Yeah. And I may have Joe over there flipping burgers and dogs. You know, give him
Make sure he's
something.
not eating them.
Rehired again.
Yes, he's
fired again until he starts eating the product, and then he's fired again.
Oh yeah, he'll be double fisting the hot dogs there. You
married him. Such a good guy. Oh man, but yeah. So whenever we're off the live, definitely share that banner on your page, and I will share that as well for that event, so we can get word out for that as well. I know it's September, but at the same time, that's only like just like 2-3 months away. So it's like
yes, I do have booths available still. So if you guys are interested, hit me up.
Yeah, let's push those then.
Yeah.
Awesome. I think it might have been your sister wanted me to pin something, so I need to go back and manage that. But
her direct on the website, so she would get the credit for it. That was what she was talking about pinning. Her direct link.
That's what I assumed she meant was the link to your cam list. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Exactly.
Yeah, Tammy. So I have it's myself and 2 co-hosts for the show, Tammy Conklin and Christina. Everyone just knows her as Christina. I could tell your last name probably wouldn't remember. It's Christina. Everyone knows Christina. So she's the one with all the Frenchies and Romeo.
Yeah.
So
champion Romeo.
Christina.
That Christina.
So we're just the 3 of us throwing this show. So are real close with Christina, you want to book a booth, get with her. We're going to do a little contest to see who can book the most booths. So get with your favorite show host, myself, Tammy, or Christina, and let's see who can book the most booths. Okay, so we really haven't been advertising it very much, but we're about to, so because we're a couple months out and we're about to hit it hard. So
nice.
I don't know. Yeah. Yep.
I love the friendly competition amongst y'all too.
Yes.
Oh yeah. I know that's refreshing. That's refreshing, especially in a community where people, if they compete with each other, they sometimes get really mad at one another, as opposed to just being like a very friendly competition. Everybody
win. It's our show.
Yes.
It's our show. We want to fill up them booths.
Yep. I'm here for it. But yeah, as soon as you share that banner, I'll start sharing it, and I'm sure the guys will be doing the same. So, but yeah, and then I'll get your link pinned. So.
September 21st.
Yep.
And
we're close to show to you, so I expect to see you there.
No pressure.
But if no one's got any questions, hey, we'll jump off here. But yes, I would love to do a part 2 where we were talking about that. So if anyone's got any questions about Facebook marketing or social media marketing, shoot us a question. We'll get with Lois and we'll run it again.
Yeah. Give me a nice little list together. That way I know what to prepare for, and I'll hook y'all up with some tips.
I am excited about that, and then I'll touch base with you about getting a QR code for the show if possible.
Yes.
Yep.
Love it. Thank y'all very much. I appreciate y'all joining us tonight.
Thank you guys. I appreciate you having me on.
Yeah.
Y'all have a good night.
Lois,
everybody.
Bruce, go finish the email, man. Get her.
Y'all have a good night.